Hey, federal employees, listen up. The Senate just passed the plan to end the 41-day shutdown. I'm going to tell you exactly what's in it, what it means for your paycheck, and what happens next. No spin, just facts. So it's Wednesday, November 12th, 2025, and here's the clean breakdown. My name is Shaun. I'm a federal employee attorney. If you work for the government or love someone who does, please save this and share this. This is what people need to know. First, what actually passed the Senate. Late Monday approved a funding package 60-40. 8 Democrats crossed the aisle, 1 Republican voted no. The bill now heads to the House, which is back today and already moved it to the floor overnight. A vote could come this afternoon. If it passes, it goes to the president's desk, and he has indicated support for this. What's in the package for you? Government funding at current levels through January 30th, 2026. For many agencies, for those agencies, think of it as a bridge that reopens agencies while Congress finishes the longer bills. Some of those agencies are baked in for a full year. So this matters because certain programs won't be left dangling if we hit another stalemate before next fall. But that could also concern federal employees not in those agencies. So for job security, the deal unwind, shutdown, error reduction in force moves and freezes any new RIFs through January. If you received a RIF notice during the shutdown, this is designed to reverse or pause it. So we will see what happens on that. Back pay is guaranteed under law for furloughed employees and accepted employees once the law is signed. That is on top of the 2019 statute that already requires retroactive pay as soon as possible after lapse ends. So I put it in this law, if it passes, and the 2019 law. Translation, once the bill is law, agencies recall people and start cutting those makeup checks on the earliest practicable payroll. Keep your contact information current with your agency and watch for recall instructions. A couple of caveats: the Senate plan does not include contractor back pay. It's a separate bill floating around to compensate contractor employees, but it's not part of this package. Also, the big Democratic demand, extending enhanced ACA premium subsidies, didn't make it in. Senate leaders only promised to vote in December. That's why you're hearing Democrats angry about the deal, even though it ends the shutdown. Though I'll have more at the end, so stick to the end of the post. I'll talk about that a little bit. But there's one other quirky provision you may hear about: a Senate add-on dealing with lawmakers' phone records from January 6 investigations. House leaders are trying to strip it out today. It's not about your benefits, but it could become a political flashpoint during debate. Bottom line for federal employees: if the House passes this today and the president signs it, you go back to paid status. Back pay flows as quickly as payroll systems can process it. RIF actions get rolled back or frozen, and key programs have full year certainty. If anything changes in the House debate, we'll translate it immediately in plain English. If this has helped, drop an update in the comments so we can keep the series going along with any questions you have. And now I promised I wanted to make a comment about politics. I don't really like to do this. For Democrats, though, that might be upset about this, there's actually pretty good arguments that the Democrats won this battle, because if this vote goes through later on healthcare, is this the hill that Republicans really want to die on, so to speak, before the midterm elections? So I'm really trying not to take to politics for those people trying to keep you middle of the road, not politically, but in terms of seeing for what it is. I know there's highs and lows, but this could be a setup for Republicans, honestly. Disagree with me on that? Let me know. We can put that stuff in the comments. I guess I will sometimes touch on this, but it's not my major thing. Major thing is to help federal employees stay informed. Thank you, everybody. Hope you had a great Veterans Day. Take care, everybody, and have a great day.